All right, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but what is a chosen one? Is a chosen one somebody who follows in the path of God? Is it somebody who follows in their own path? Or is it somebody who spreads their own beliefs and their own experiences with other people? And that's something I want to talk about today. Now, chosen ones that are out there, everybody has their own definition of what a chosen one is. A lot of people think the definition of a chosen one is someone who follows in the path of God, follows in the path of Jesus Christ, whereas another person might think the definition of a chosen one is somebody who isolates themselves from society, somebody who follows themselves, their own beliefs. Maybe they've been hurt a lot of times. And that's something I wanted to jump on today. Now, there are a lot of false saviors, especially in real life and on the internet, but I'm not really going to throw any shade at those people. But when it comes to false saviors, telling you to, walk in their path where you got to do this or do that to reach a certain level of success, maybe do this to reach a certain level of gaining money, attraction from other people, and maybe being accepted into their whole system. There are a lot of false saviors that tell you that you have to walk in their path in order to become successful. But in my opinion, when it comes to a chosen one, I think a chosen one is somebody who's able to figure things out from their own perspective. Someone who's able to think for themselves, learn for themselves, go off life experiences, and continue to change from there. Now I'm going to go off my experiences with, betrayal and all that. There were, some family members of mine who, even some fake family members of mine that I don't really want to jump into, but I'll give you a little short story. I have been, betrayed by a lot of people in my life, so that I wasn't gonna do anything worth my life. A lot of people kicking me down and telling me that I wouldn't, amount to anything. A lot of people, doubting. But here's the thing about that: you can't really go off what other people are telling you. That's the first mistake that a lot of people fall into. People don't determine how you succeed. Yeah, sure, they can give you advice, whether there's good faith advice or bad faith advice. They can give you all the advice you want. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, it's you that has to change you and continue to chase this path that you're on in order to reach your goal. Now, when it comes to me, there's a lot of BS on the internet that I've seen people try to follow. Influencers telling you that this point, sorry if I started over myself, but a lot of influencers, you see how famous they are, or even in real life, how certain people got to these, you know, how they became this successful in life, and yet a lot of people who I like to call, no offense, but the sheep who try to follow these false saviors in order to obtain their dream, when in reality, they're only making money off of you trying to change yourself into becoming dumb. And I know there's a lot of people out there who do this. As for the chosen ones that try to change other people on the internet, I'm going to keep it real with you when I say this. A lot of people can't be changed. I'm sorry, that's the truth of it. There's a lot of people that I had to cut out of my life who tried to change me. A lot of people who, targeted me in life, whether that's trying to target me into trying to get into their beliefs or trying to put me in their place, whether that's trying to put me below them and trying to tell me that at the end of the day, you're never going to be as good as me, or you're always going to be this person, whether that's, attacking your character or your physical appearance or your beliefs or anything. And to that, as I said earlier, the first place where a lot of people fail, especially these so-called people who call themselves chosen ones online and all that, are the people who seek validation from other people that they don't even know. And I see this a lot, the people who sell their merch online and all that for you to buy that to keep them in business, compared to me, who's just some guy talking about my own experiences. And if you're not following me here, that's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, we go our own separate ways. We find what we're worth on the path of our lives and all that. But with that being said, chosen ones out there, the real chosen ones, not the fake chosen ones, the false saviors, the sheep, the actual chosen ones, the ones who been through the struggle, or the ones still going through the struggle, the real chosen ones out there that know that they're on their own path of life and they're not following nobody else's path of life, that they're finding ways to make themselves succeed in life without having somebody try to control you and coerce you to get on a path that you don't want to be on. Trust me, been there, done that before. But anyway, this is the voice of the voiceless, signing out.